What's up, titos and titas? Jeridan Conde here, TitoFit. In this channel, we talk about health, talk about fitness. We give you tips to live your best life. If you're new to this channel, I am a veteran, a 15-year veteran of the fitness industry. I have been coaching since 2005. So I've coached in different countries as well, but based in Manila right now. Today, we are going to talk about something that a lot of people are curious about. So we're going to talk about whey protein. Dive in a bit into the benefits of whey protein, the health benefits. But more importantly, we are going to compare and contrast whey protein concentrate versus whey protein isolate. So there are different types of whey proteins. There's actually another one that we're not going to be discussing today, which is whey hydrolysate. The people over at Wheyl Co, they sent these over to us, and these are perfect examples of what whey protein concentrate is. So they have this product, just whey, and then they have this product, the Wheyl Prime. So this one is concentrate and this one is isolate. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into that stuff in a bit. So what is whey protein? Whey protein is actually one of the two proteins found in milk. Normally 80% of milk protein is actually casein protein. That's a slow digesting protein. And then 20% of the proteins in milk are whey protein. Now, what happens is that when they make cheese with milk, casein hardens or solidifies into what we know as cheese, and then the 20% becomes liquid and that's strained away. That's the whey. Back in the old times, they used to throw away this. They thought it was useless, but then they found out that the protein in it, the whey itself, was actually very bioavailable. Bioavailable means how much your body can use the protein contained in it. So, whey protein concentrate versus whey protein isolate. Whey protein concentrate is actually the cheaper of the two types of protein. Whey protein concentrate, you get about 80% protein in a powdered concentrate, and on the lower end, you'll probably get a really low number, like about 40%. Versus whey isolate, where you get about 90% protein. So you ask me, if whey protein isolate yields 90% protein, does that mean it's better? Not necessarily. Okay, so there are some pros and some cons, and it depends on what type of person you are, what use you have for consuming protein supplements. Then one may be better than the other for you, and it's not necessarily the one with more protein, which is the isolate. So why is that? In whey protein concentrate, so they all start out as whey protein, and then a lot of processes yield different types of protein. So the least processed of those two will be the concentrate. The whey protein concentrate is minimally processed. It goes through one process, concentration of it. What happens is that some of the lactose is still intact. So lactose is the milk fat, basically. So lactose is the milk sugar, not the milk fat. Okay, my mistake. So milk sugar. So lactose, a lot of people, particularly Asians, so we are Asian, so most of you who watch these are from the Philippines. So a lot of us are lactose intolerant. So in other words, we some of the symptoms that we could get from drinking milk are limited, but are not limited to stomach problems, bloating, gas. In some cases, even gotta go. But in some cases, it's some other things like skin issues, like acne, pimples, so on and so forth. So the whey protein concentrate still has a little bit of lactose, just a little bit. People who drink milk, who are very lactose intolerant, will suffer worse symptoms. But if they drink whey concentrate, they can probably handle it a little bit better, or a lot better. That's because there's only about 2 grams of lactose in this particular product here. There's only about 2 grams of lactose in this one. So let me check just to be sure. So yeah, it has total sugar 1 gram, carbohydrates 2 grams. So that's probably from the lactose that remains, since this one does not actually have any sugar in it. So one thing I like about Wheyl is that they don't add sugar to their protein powders, and that's one reason why I prefer them. And yeah, they're partnering with us. We at TitoFit, we only partner with companies that we feel are aligned with our philosophy, right? So more on that later. You made it this far, you may want to subscribe for your benefit, of course. Only subscribe if you think this will benefit you so you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, make sure to click that bell so that you're notified whenever we have more videos and you don't miss healthy tips and some videos that may talk about some other stuff, fitness industry related stuff, and the like. Back to where we were. Now, it does have some lactose intact, but the benefit of whey protein concentrate for me, one of the best benefits of whey protein concentrate, even if it does yield a little bit less protein, is the fact that it has more of the immunoglobulins intact. So whey protein concentrate versus whey protein isolate, this is a more processed product. The isolate is a more processed product. It could go through either ultrafiltration, cross-flow microfiltration, or even ion exchange. Now, this particular product is ultra-filtered. When it goes through that process, the immunoglobulins contained in the whey concentrate are basically removed. So what are immunoglobulins? So immunoglobulins are actually antibodies. They're antibodies that actually bind to antigens like bacteria and viruses. They bind to those to destroy them. So there are certain health benefits that you get with this that you're not going to get with this. Okay, so with that being said, if you are consuming whey protein to be healthy, to be fit, I'd say this may just be a better bet for you. Okay, now if you're consuming protein for other reasons that we'll get to later in a bit, then you may want to consider the isolate form. Okay, so the immunoglobulins are there. And then another thing about whey protein concentrate is that it still has a little bit of milk fat in it. So that milk fat in it, some of that is in the form of CLA. CLA is a type of fat that will actually burn more fat. So it's a type of fat that we take in dietarily, of course, through food and some supplements. It causes you to be leaner. And another thing they found that it has some protective properties against some diseases. So that's one of the benefits of CLA. So concentrate still has CLA. Another benefit of whey protein concentrate is that it is rich in the amino acid called cysteine. So if you guys don't know, this applies to all whey proteins. So whey protein is very rich in the 9 essential amino acids. When we say essential amino acids, meaning our body cannot make it from scratch. It has to be taken from the things we eat, from the things we drink, stuff like that. So whey is rich in the 9 essential amino acids. One of those amino acids is cysteine. Now, what's so great about cysteine? Cysteine is actually one of the precursors for the master antioxidant called glutathione. So if you guys are thinking right now, oh, this is about health and fitness. So guys, we're not about beauty here. So I know a lot of you are familiar with glutathione being injected by some women to get a fairer complexion. So that's not what we're talking about here. Yes, they're the same glutathione, but that's different, okay? That's an ultra high dose and they don't necessarily take that for health. The great thing about glutathione is it likes glutathione being manufactured by your own body. It fights oxidative stress, basically, and it's been linked to preventing diseases like cancer, okay? So glutathione is produced in our body after some precursors like glutamate, cysteine, and glycine are put together, and our body manufactures glutathione. And our body actually prefers that type of glutathione more than the exogenous type. When we say exogenous, that means it's something that you take in direct. That's why, in a way, if you supplement with actual pure glutathione itself, your body will not use it as well as the glutathione that it manufactures from the 3 glutamate, glycine, and cysteine compounds that you take in. So your body will prefer that, and that's where it uses the glutathione to detoxify your liver. So glutathione is linked to liver detoxification as well. So whey protein concentrate will have that one. All right, so let's move on to whey protein isolate. Now, whey protein isolate, on the other hand, like I said, it's taken another step in the filtration process, so that yields more protein. Takes away more of the lactose, it takes away the fat as well, so the CLA is gone, which gives you a more protein-rich product. About 90% of isolate In some cases, about 95% is protein. What does that mean? That means if you're concerned with fat loss, if you're concerned with body composition, with building muscle, this may be the better option for you between the two. Now, this may apply to bodybuilders or like say even some people who want to look really lean for the beach. This may be the better option, let's say. So once travel restrictions are lifted and we're able to go to the beaches, you probably want to supplement with whey isolate so that six-pack comes out, so your cuts are more visible. So if you're watching your carbohydrate intake, yes, this is a better option. For some people who are on a ketogenic diet, whey protein isolate would be the better option as well because there is less carbohydrates in it. So if you're on a low carb diet, if you're on a ketogenic diet, you're really counting your macros and you need to track every single gram of carbs that goes, yes, this may be a better option for you. If you ask me, I would say that they have very similar advantages. They have very similar uses. Now, back in the day, only bodybuilders would be using whey protein, but now everyone uses whey protein. Athletes use whey protein, weekend warriors use whey protein, even endurance athletes use whey protein now. Back in the day, you wouldn't see that. Whey protein was strictly seen in the bodybuilding side. As you know, guys, protein is the macronutrient that you need the most to build muscle. Protein is the one responsible for building muscle. Now, a study showed that whey protein isolate will spike muscle protein synthesis. That means that the protein that's used by your body to build muscle a lot faster. So whey isolate will do that, MPS, muscle protein synthesis. But on a greater magnitude, whey concentrate will spike not as fast. It won't spike as fast as the whey protein isolate. It spikes longer. Does that make sense to you? So it keeps your body in a anabolic or muscle building state a little bit longer than this one. That means that you probably will benefit from using both of these. Okay, now if you are a very health-oriented individual, of course, the whey protein concentrate has the slight advantage there. You get that glutathione production, you get immunoglobulins, like I said, that fight bacteria and viruses, and then you also get some of that CLA. Now, if you are a very serious physique athlete meaning you're curious about looking a certain way, the whey isolate will be better for you. So I hope that you guys appreciated this video, and let me know if you want to discuss more supplements, other supplements in the future. If you guys have more questions, make sure to comment down below and let us know what your questions are. Support Wheyl Co. So the great thing about Wheyl Co is they're local, guys. So we have to support our local industry, jumpstart that local industry, and they're very good. One of the things I love about Wheyl Co is they're natural. They don't use any artificial sweeteners. I'm very much against the use of artificial sweeteners like aspartame and ACE-K or sucralose. These don't use any of that. Wheyl Co just uses stevia. One way to find out if a whey protein supplement is good is that it has very few ingredients. The lesser ingredients, the purer it is. Wheyl Co usually has about 4 or 5 ingredients only. So as case in point, this one, let's see, this prime whey isolate, this is a new product. Ingredients: whey protein isolate, vanilla flavor, stevia leaf. That's what makes it sweet. It's a natural sweetener and it doesn't spike your insulin like sugar will. And number 4 is iodized salt. Guys, there's just 4 ingredients. This is amazing, this product, and it tastes good too. And they have very interesting flavors. So this one here, this is whey protein concentrate. Is just the flavor is brown boba. So for all you milk tea lovers, you may want to check this out. And even with that, you'd think that brown boba has like some artificial flavors. It's just whey protein concentrate, black tea, caramel, milk flavors, stevia leaf extract, and iodized salt. 6 ingredients to get a very interesting flavor. So make sure you check them out. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. You can go directly to their site to buy as well. And I guess that is it, guys. So make sure to subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much. Better option for you. Okay, that's my cat's hair flying around. Okay, cat dad problems.